Hi everyone, welcome to this lesson of English. Now have a look at what we have here. You will see 4 pictures, yes, you're right. The first one is a beach and the sea. The second one is the forest and there are people there. Are they happy? Yes, they are, good. Now look at the third one. Look at the war. So it is a river, like Nfifig River, Sbu River. And here you can see houses and flats, blocks of flats. This is a city. Good. Are they beautiful? Yes, these are beautiful places. All these places form our environment where we live. Our environment should be good, beautiful, like the pictures we have seen. A sea and a beach, a forest, a river, blocks of flats in a city. Which one do you like most there? Maybe a sea, forest, or a river. Good. Now, is our environment always clean and calm? Now, the city where you live, is it calm or a lot of noise? Is it clean or dirty? I hope they are calm and dirty, because the environment we live helps and has an impact on our health. Now, the names of some of these places: for the sea, the Mediterranean Sea, the Red Sea. Which sea do we have in Morocco? Good, the Mediterranean Sea. Where is it? The north or the west? Great, the north. And do you know this name of a beach? Sablet Beach and other beaches you may like. And the forest, this is the famous one in Morocco, the Marmara Forest. And for a river, do you live near a river? This is a name, Sbu River. And this is a city, Mohammedia is a city. Where do you live? Maybe in Mansouriya. It's a good place, you should visit Mansouriya. So these are names of some places we know. Oh, but look, now compare these pictures with the other pictures. Wow. Look there. Do we sometimes have this in Morocco? Yes. Which cities? Hoceima, Agadir. And look at this one. This is a mountain. Tabqal is a mountain. And you have here fire. Oh, look at it. You have houses, but water going inside houses. And look here, you have the soil, the wind. These are disasters. Are they made by people? No, they are natural disasters. What are their names? This is an earthquake. And this is a hurricane. Do we have this in Morocco? Which country do they have most this? Yes, maybe the USA. And this one here, volcano. Have you ever seen a volcano live? And there you have, when you have water going into cities and places where people live, this is called flood. Earthquake, hurricane, volcano, flood. Now, please, again, your memory. Which picture is linked to water? Flood. Which picture one is linked to fire? Volcano. Which one is linked to the wind? Hurricane. Which one is linked to the ground? Earthquake. Now, these questions help you learn English. You ask a question and try to associate water with what? Water, Yes, flood. Fire, you may have it in the forest or the mountain. Now, volcano. Oh, the wind. Yes, storm, hurricane. And this is another way to organize your vocabulary. You remember the previous one, questions, answers, association, collocation, connotating. Now here, the vocabulary: to flood, to destroy, to kill, a lot of water, rain, pollution, erosion. You can add more. Never stop. Continue learning. Now, this is the natural disaster. How can we use these words in sentences? Do you recognize this picture? Have a look at it. This is the ground. And what's the problem there? What do we call it? So what does what? What is the cause of that problem? Well, what does an earthquake do? You have an earthquake. What does it do? It kills people. Do you remember the organization of vocabulary? You have to kill. And what else? It destroys buildings. Yeah, buildings, they are destroyed. What does flood do? What do you have in flood? Do you have, remember, water? What does it do? It causes erosion. This is called erosion. Now, what does a volcano do? It pollutes the air. The air becomes bad. So these are vocabulary we can use in sentences to learn English better, not just to use words in isolation. And pictures can also help you to find the meaning of some words. Now, what does a hurricane do? Did you forget it? Oh, I didn't. It does everything. A hurricane, killing, destroying, polluting. Hopefully, we don't have it in Morocco, do we? We rarely have it in some places. Now, try to use your vocabulary in other sentences of yours. Now, it is a noun and a verb. We have a word, which we can use it as a noun and a verb. Example: rain, flood, water, fire, quake. Now, for water, you can say, I drink water. Water here is a noun. But I can say, I water flowers. This is a verb. Now let's start with rain. It usually rains heavily in Europe. B. Rain falls heavily in Europe. Big B. Rain sometimes floods cities. Last year there were many floods in the south. C. Water is essential for life. And B. Water your, just once, not two, your garden responsibly. And D. Don't set fire to the forest. And B. The boss will fire the lazy employee. And E. There was an earthquake in Agadir in 1961. And B. The earth sometimes quakes in the north of Morocco. I am quaking with cold. A. You have rains. And you have rain. Rains here, is it a noun or a verb? Rain in B, is it a noun or a verb? The same here. Which word here? Floods, floods. Water, water. Fire, fire. Earthquake, earthquake. Let's see. Do you have the key again? Try to find answers before I show you the answers. Yes, the verbs. Now in A, the verb is A, big A, small a. So this is the verb, it rains. And in big B, where is the verb? It is A. Rain sometimes floods. So floods here is a verb. And in C, where is the verb? Is it A? No, it is B. Water your garden responsibly. Again, it is only one, you're not two. And for D, don't set fire, fire, fire. But which one is the verb? In D, it is B. The boss will fire. Remember will? Future, so will fire. And in E, you have earthquake, and the earth quakes. You have quake, quake. So where is the verb in E? It is in B. The earth quakes. And of course, the nouns are B, C, A, and A. Did you use them before, water as a verb? It's good to water the flower to keep your environment clean and good for your health, but responsibly. Don't waste water. Vary your English. This is very important. You know one word, but you can use it as a noun and a verb too. So what do you have here? There must be a chart. Can you guess what is there? Now, people and their environment. You and me in our environment. Are you careless or careful? Careful, good. Careless people do a lot of bad things to their environment. This is another way to organize your vocabulary. Throw in rubbish in seas and rivers. This is bad. Throw in rubbish in seas and rivers. Spoor River, remember? Water pollution. Vehicles and factories emit poisonous smokes. Throw in litter on the ground. Clear cutting of forests. This is a definition, and these are expressions. So again, sometimes you know deforestation, but you want to explain it to someone else. What is it? The definition, clear cutting of trees in the forest. This is deforestation. Is it good? No, it is a bad thing. Now, throw in litter on the ground. Look here, you have throw in, I throw. Rubbish, something I don't need, on the ground or in seas, rivers. When you go to the beach, is it always clean? Now, sometimes you find rubbish, litter, because careless people throw them. Now, when you do this bad thing, what do you cause? Water pollution. Now, vehicles, cars, for example, and factories, they have smoke in the air. So this is air pollution. And throw in, you eat, for example, a biscuit. You take the biscuit and you throw the package. This is litter on the ground. This is terrestrial pollution. Clear cutting of forests. You have a lot of forests and you cut them. These are bad things. So this is a good way to organize your vocabulary, giving definitions. So language, notice here, is you can find words for definitions or find definitions of words. You can also find synonyms of words. For example, rubbish, litter, garbage, waste. So don't always use the same word, for example, rubbish. Change it, use litter, waste, and garbage. Oh, you have the solution. What is it called? What do we put here? We put, remember, rubbish, good. Again, more, litter, waste, and garbage. Great. And look here, wow. This is the sea. And what do you have here? A lot of bottles. So what do we call this? This is air pollution, terrestrial pollution, now water pollution. So where should we, you and me, put these things? We should put them in the garbage bin. So put garbage in garbage bins. Don't throw it in water or on the ground. So here you have a list of what you should do, and here a list of what you shouldn't do. Very bad. So put garbage in garbage bins. Reduce the creation of rubbish. Don't create more and more rubbish. When you go to school, for example, don't always tear off papers and throw it. You create a lot of rubbish. Reduce the creation of rubbish. And also, so don't produce disposable products, things which you can use once, finish, and you throw it. You should reuse it. For example, these are bottles. You can use it and reuse it again, because if you use it only once and throw it, you cause more rubbish. So reuse it. Don't use some products once only. And recycle rubbish. It's very important. Okay, it is now a big industry. Don't misuse rubbish. Where are you? Are you in this list or the other list? Are you careless or careful? You should be careful. So where do you most hate find rubbish? Which place you don't like to find rubbish in? Do you remember the photos in the first? Forest or the beach? Yes, the forest. You go to the forest, why? To go for picnics with friends or families. Now, if you find rubbish, are you happy? Not. And also, on the beach, it should be clean. Wow. You like it, don't you? It's not when there is rubbish. So when you go to the forest, don't set fire. Put garbage in bins or plastic bags. And here too, to keep our environment clean. Now, when do people usually go to the beach? When? When do they usually go to the forest? Which months of the year? Do they go in January, February? Oh, March? Look at these photos. They help you find an answer to my question. I repeat again, when do people usually go to the beach or the forest? Now, what does the first picture remind you of? You have there the sun. The second one, you have leaves of trees falling. And the red one, what is it? It is an umbrella. Great. Ah, wow, look at the fourth one. You have flowers and you have trees. It is green, yellow, colorful picture, isn't it? So when do they go? Yes, they remind you of the 4 seasons. So which season do people go to the beach? Now, much to know. Look at the first one. You have winter. Do people go to the beach in winter? Or in summer? Spring? Or autumn? When do they go to the beach? You match to know. Where is summer? Great, summer is the first one. And winter, there is rain. Remember rain as a verb and the noun? It is raining, so the third one. And for spring, flowers, the fourth one. And autumn, here you have leaves of trees falling. Now try to remember them. Now what's the weather like today? You will see. Now what's the weather usually like in summer? It's hot. It's hot in summer. What's the weather usually like in autumn? It's windy and hot. And what's the weather usually like in winter? Now, when you matched winter with umbrella. Yes, it's rainy, windy, snowy, and cold. Which city is in Morocco? Does it snow a lot? Yes. Ifran, for example. What's the weather usually like in spring? Remember the photos and expressions? Yes, it's sunny. Good. So again, questions, answers to expand your vocabulary of English. Now, what do these periods refer to? Now, how many seasons? You have 4 seasons. Where in the year do they happen? Have a look at these periods. December the 21st, March the 20th. March the 21st, June the 20th. June the 21st, September the 20th. September the 21st, December the 20th. And these are the seasons. So when were you born? In these dates between, we say, I was born in winter. I was born in spring, or in summer, or in autumn. Now give it a thought. Seasons and events. What do you have in these seasons? Put them in the right order. Yes. Which season were you born in? Ahmed was born on December the 20th. Which season was he born in? Remember the periods? December the 20th. Is it winter or spring? Latifa got married in May. Which season did she get married? Okay, when she got married in May. May, which season? Is it autumn? Is it spring? Is it summer? Is it winter? Now, put them in the right order here. What is them? The seasons. Now, what is the first month of the year? January. Now, we start with January. So, what is the first season? The first season is good. Winter. The second one, good. Spring. The third one, summer. And the fourth one is autumn. Great. Now, autumn. Which letter is silent here? Autumn. So N is silent. Now, word formation again. Now, rain, rain, rain as a verb and as a noun. And also as an adjective, yes, rainy. Now the verb heat, the adjective hot. Snow, snow, snowy. Remember, like flood as a verb, as a noun, the same here. You could also use adjectives. It's not raining now, but it's rainy. Take your umbrella to hide from rain. So here, this is one idea. And we have the 3 forms, the 3 words. You have as a verb, as an adjective, and as a noun. The same for heat. Here the sun heats the earth. It's hot. I will go swimming to reduce heat. Which season is the best for you? Winter? Okay, let's look for Samir. I think summer is the best. So for Samir, summer is the best. And for Bashir, summer is the best for me too. Sorry. Now, do Samir and Bashir have the same opinion about summer? Look here, 2 can help you. Yes, they have the same opinion. Bashir likes summer, and Samir likes summer too, and summer is the best for both of them. So Bashir here says, I agree with you, because they have the same opinion. Now, how can you express agreement? Just by I agree? You can say strong agreement. I absolutely agree with you. Absolutely. I totally agree with you. You're quite right. I couldn't agree more. Yes, it is negative, but it expresses agreement because you have here more. I couldn't agree more. Now, neutral agreement, I agree with you, but not very strongly. You're right. I share the same opinion. Share. Do you share videos with your friends? When you like it, you share it. I think so. Now, partial agreement. I agree, but maybe not totally. I agree with you, but. So these are degrees of expressing agreement, strongly or partially or neutrally. There are do's and don'ts again. Do you agree or don't agree with them? Now put garbage in bins. Don't throw it in water or on the ground. Remember this chart? We need it here too to express our agreement. Okay. Which statements do you agree with? Do you agree with do's or don'ts? Okay, you could say, put garbage in garbage bins. I agree. Don't throw it in water or on the ground. I agree. Don't throw it. Reduce. I agree. Don't produce disposable products. I agree. So you agree with things you like or with other people who express their opinions. These are, for example, my opinions, so you agree with me. Now, Samir and Bashir again. Which natural disaster is the most dangerous? Remember natural disaster? Yes, volcano, earthquake, hurricane, flood. Now, which is the most dangerous? Earthquake. Samir, I don't agree with you. It's flood. So here, do they have the same opinion? No. Earthquake, flood. So what does Samir express? He expresses disagreement. How do you express disagreement? Using other verbs. Strong disagreement. I strongly disagree. You're wrong. Quite the contrary. You earthquake and me flood. No way. Impossible. Now, mild disagreement. I don't agree. I don't think so. That's not always true. Now, are you a good person? Yes, you are. But react to these people. Agree or disagree. Now, Hisham says, I like throwing litter on the ground. Do you agree or disagree? Remember, are you a good person? A good person says, I don't agree. Because here, I like throwing litter on the ground. Or use other verbs. I disagree. Ali, it's bad to put garbage in bins. It's bad to put garbage in bins. Do you agree or disagree? Are you a good person? A good person says here, I agree or disagree, because it is bad to put garbage in bins. I disagree, because it is good. Rashid, recycling rubbish is important. Are you a good person? Don't forget it. Yes, I am a good person, so I agree. Kautar, I reduce the creation of litter at home. So you agree, because reduce. You are a good person, I'm sure. Thank you so long.